So this is Battlefield Bad Company 2. Now that first kill that I just got, which wasn't actually my first kill, was my first my first shot at a heli in a tank in this game, which is quite funny because I have tried that many times on other Battlefields, Battlefield 3 mainly. We'll get onto that reason in a minute, but I've never really managed to hit one, and that was just, you know, just tried me luck, got in a tank, tried me luck for that, and it happened. So I'm happy with that. Back in another tank here. Anyway, this isn't going to be a video where I just talk about what happened on screen. There's a lot been happening in the past couple of months. Well, not much. Not much at all. But I'll make you think that. Right. So basically, this is sort of going to have a theme, but it's mainly just to talk about some random stuff. This, I guess, is based on why I think Battlefield Bad Company 2 is going to be one of the best games I'll play, as opposed to mainly other Battlefields. Like, I'm not gonna compare it to other genres, like, I don't know, fucking indie shooting ups, which I guess this is this is an FPS. God knows, I'm getting too in depth. Yeah, so basically, this could possibly be one of the best Battlefield games I've played, and I've only played a little bit of this, like, so far. Like, I couldn't get into it at the start, mainly, but now that I've sort of got a few weapons, and weapons that can actually do damage, I'm sort of understanding the game a bit more and understanding how you have to play it, as opposed to Battlefield 3, where it's Operation Clusterfuck, and you have a choke point with about 7 million people who just go in with an LMG and fuck everybody up in the fuck. A lot of fucks needed because no fucks are given on that game. Gotta give the fucks myself, and I'm trying to be a little bit more spectacular again. Somebody else gets that kill. And basically this is gonna be not my joke. Yeah, so the reason why I think this is gonna be a really good game for me is, like, it's obviously an old game. I don't know. I've been saying it's about 7 years old, but that's just a guesstimate. Oh god. Yeah, that's what I believe. I think it's around 7 years old. Maybe I'll put a little annotation on the screen if I can be bothered searching it, and if I can't be bothered searching it, there's going to be an annotation on the screen saying that I can't be bothered searching it. But from what I've played, the weapons feel a lot more balanced. Like, I've only unlocked a few weapons, considering the F2000 I literally unlocked in this video, but it still feels really good considering it's the third weapon. No, it's not the third weapon you unlock on the assault class. I think it's like the 5th or something. But 2 of them are just completely utter shit, man. Utter shit. Why the fuck am I turning into a cow? Yeah. So basically, the weapons feel very balanced compared to Battlefield 3 or 4. I can't really say much about Battlefield 4 because I've not really played too much on that for reasons I'll get into in a minute. But on Battlefield 3, the weapons were very unbalanced, in my eyes anyway. Like, you'd go into a gunfight, and depending on what weapon it is, you would basically die every time. We're on this, it's based on skill. Like before, I won that gun battle with that fella because, like, he saw me first, but then I had the better aim. Well, I'm assuming I had the better aim, maybe it was just complete luck. But he didn't manage to kill me, and then on this, I don't know what happened there. I got blew up by a grenade, well-placed grenade. But yeah, it feels a lot more tense and a lot more reactive, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, the maps are quite nice as well. It's just all around a better game than any other Battlefield game I've ever played, really. And that might be a bit biased, actually, considering the only Battlefield game, like, I've properly got into, like, many hours played is Battlefield 3, and that was honestly one of the best games I'd played at the time. Now, I have played Battlefield 4, but I don't really want to give that an opinion at the moment, because I'm sure a lot of other people didn't have this problem, to be honest. But with me, when I tried to open Battlefield 4, whenever it was, like, not even just from the launch, it was every single time, and I've tried it many times, probably had like 20 hours of Battlefield 4, and about half of that was probably trying to actually load into a game. Basically, it'd always crash, and even when I did get in, the FPS would be low, and I couldn't sort it. Even when I went on completely low settings, it just wasn't optimized for my equipment at the time. Now, then I thought, I'm gonna give Battlefield 4 a chance, and I got a GTX 780. Then it was pre-overclocked, it was super clocked. That should easily have been able to run Battlefield 4. You can run every other game absolutely swimmingly actually. But the thing is, it still didn't, and that was even after about 700 tries of trying to get onto Battlefield 4. So I really just don't want to give that an opinion at the moment. It's too much bullshit for me to even give it a valid opinion, because to get into the game, I'd have to get over all of the problems that it has, and to be honest, it's just not worth it. Not worth it in the slightest. Right, so that's basically why I like every other Battlefield apart from Battlefield 4. Now, I did play other Battlefields, like fucking. There was no need to say fucking then, but I played Battlefield Bad Company 1, I played Battlefield 2, I think it was, and Battlefield 1945. Now, they're all really good games, but they all just sort of felt like there's something missing. Battlefield 1942 and 1943 were good, but I think it's just because of the era of games that I'm in right now. I didn't sort of like, obviously the graphics don't matter in a game, but I gave that like no leeway in the sense that I wasn't really, at the time I wasn't looking to get into the mechanics of the game just because of the way the game looked, which is really stupid of me. That was when I first came onto console. Well, probably when I first came onto PC, actually. No, I definitely played it on the console. Maybe if I played it on the PC Master Race a bit more, I'd start to enjoy it, and now that I understand what games are about, they're not just about graphics. Hashtag Minecraft. No. Yeah, so basically, I like this game, and I'm hoping it's going to be just as fun as the 250 hours I played on Battlefield Freeware. And hopefully when I start to unlock better weapons, it'll become even more fun. Also, I can't really base the game mechanics too much off this because it's hardcore, so you can't really see the map. You can't see, I was about to say the FPS, because the FPS just dropped, but you can't really see like how many bullets it takes to kill somebody, you know, that sort of malarkey. But you get the gist of it. It just, when you're about to kill somebody, you feel like you're going to kill somebody, and that's a big plus for me. Right, anyway, off the Battlefield topics, and then I'm going to talk a bit more about some random stuff. Like, first of all, I guess the opening and the song. I don't know why it carried on for a little bit. I found it quite nice, the song, to be honest. It's called Crossing the Divide, and I found that quite fitting considering it's Christmas, and you know, this is a war game, and I'm sort of trying to go for the going over the top Christmas truce sort of thing. Yeah, got me? Like the Sainsbury advert, and love that advert, by the way. Really well done. Yeah, so if the song's a bit weird, don't worry about that. Don't you worry about that. That's only a little bit. But I personally quite liked the song. Also, I did about 7-8 months ago make a video called Returning to YouTube, and then 6-7 months later I uploaded a video. So I clearly didn't return too much. But the reason that was, well, there was no real reason. I just said returning to YouTube, and then I had no content to make. I had some sort of content block, and I think that was also around the time that I was transitioning to get me 780, so I was just getting used to that and getting used to shadow play. Which, by the way, I'm recording this on, it looks absolutely beautiful, apart from that frame drop before. That didn't actually happen in game. That was just on the recording. I think maybe my disc just fucked up or something when I was writing it. But other than that, shadow play is basically the best thing that ever happened to existence ever. Yeah, so what I'm going to try and do with my content is obviously not upload every 6-7 months, because that's not going to get me anywhere. Definitely want to go a bit further with this YouTube channel as a project more than just a hobby, because I want to make, like, I've always had a passion for entertaining. Like, come on, it's me. It made no sense, but take my word for it. I've always had a passion for entertaining. Like, I try to make people laugh, and a lot of the time it fucking fails. It sounds stupid, but basically, I don't want to spit out videos every day and make them 5 minutes long and make them shitty quality and rushed and maybe, you know, like just overall of a bad quality. I want to make them waited for. If I ever get a good following, I want to make them well produced, fun to watch throughout the whole video, and preferably long like this one is. Now, granted, this is quite a bit of a rant video, but I'd still like to think that anybody who's watching this watches to this far in the video and hopefully enjoys it. And I want to make videos to a complete all-round professional standard, so I don't ever want to have good commentary but then shit gameplay, or good gameplay, shit commentary, or just good gameplay and bad FPS. If you get me, like FPS is a really big thing for me watching videos. I couldn't sit and watch a video knowing that it was just 26 FPS or something like that, or you know, just under 60 now, because this is probably going to be uploaded in 60 FPS. Like the odd frame drop I can't help, but if I can do something better to make the FPS quality a bit better in game, then I'm going to do that, hopefully. So basically all these elements are going to take maybe, I don't know, a week, 2 weeks between videos, maybe even a month if I'm editing it a lot. So hopefully my content will be pretty damn good indeed if I'm going to put the effort into it. So, you know, look forward to that stuff if I bother like uploading frequently, sorry. If I don't, then I'm sorry, this is a bit of a bad promise. And yeah, that's basically it for me. I don't really want to commentate anymore over the video because I feel like I've been talking for 12 minutes too long. So I'm just going to leave the gameplay on for another 12 minutes, I guess, and hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully there's no more frame drops. I haven't completely analysed the footage, which I really should do if I want it to be an overall good quality video. So yeah, I hope you enjoy some Battlefield Bad Company 2, and I will see you in the future. Goodbye.
Here's some ammo.
Transponder has been planted. target's been lit up.
Just a side note, these animated outros are fucking awesome and should never have been took out any of the games.
Have incident hit. We're leaving.